So, I actually bought, well, not yet, but I'm going to be pre-ordering a Motorola RAZR when it does come out. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I am so interested to see how this device works and comparing it to a Z Flip 5. I'll be picking up a Z Flip 5 too, which I know is crazy to say, because if you follow my channel, you know I absolutely despise the Z Flip series. I had a Z Flip 3 I eventually got after so freaking long. I decided to give it a try. I liked it for like 2 weeks, a month. The gimmick wore off, and I just absolutely hated the device. But with that being said, we do have the specs of the brand new Motorola RAZR coming out for the Ultra, coming out very, very soon. So there's two different iterations of the Motorola RAZR. We have this version and then this version. This version is a bigger outside display. It costs more money. And then you have a fan-friendly version that has a small outside display and costs less money. So the 40 RAZR specs, let me go ahead and move this over. Main display is a 2640 by 1080 HDR AMOLED display, 120Hz. The cover display is 1056 by 1066 display. Storage options / RAM is up to 12 gigabytes of RAM and up to 512 gigabytes storage. Cameras, 12 megapixel Sony camera. Secondary is a 13 megapixel camera, and the selfie is a 32 megapixel camera. Extras, dual SIM variant, eSIM variant, NFC, and fingerprint sensor. Colors are blue, black, and barberry. Okay. Here are the pictures of these new devices. As you guys can see, looks absolutely amazing. And again, I've said this in the previous video, I'll say it again. You know, I think nowadays the new norm for any type of flippable phone that comes out is the whole front of the phone is going to be the display. The outer display will be the whole front of that cell phone. If you come out with a flippable cell phone and you have anything less than that, at this point, you're below industry standards and no one's going to buy your product. That's pretty much what I'm getting at this point, is the whole outside is an actual display. And at some point, I feel like the back of the phone will also be a display. Eventually, it's going to be you open it up and the front side, right? You open it up, phone. Switch it around. When it's open, one display. Close it, everything's going to be display. That's what we're going to get to eventually. I will still say, till this day, that I don't understand how this really is practical and why the outside display has to be this big. Because I don't know how many people are going to be using the outside display like this. The Galaxy Z Fold lineup, Oppo line makes sense to have an outside display because, it's the sides of the actual phone. But this is the size of the outside display. Try to turn this off. Is this big. I don't know how many people are going to be texting or doing anything on that size outside display. I mean, people complain already how small the Galaxy Z Fold outside display is, and that's going to be, twice the size of this. So, I'll be interested to see how many people actually use it and what they use it with. But with that being said, though, it does have a 3640 milliamp battery with 33 watt charging. Not bad. And other leaks have suggested the cover display will measure somewhere around 3.5 inches. So, again, like I said before, I am going to be picking this up. I am going to be buying this. I'm probably going to be buying just the black version. Nothing special, crazy. 12 up to 12 gigabytes of RAM. I feel like, what's the Z Flip 4? The Z Flip 4? How much RAM does Z Flip 4 have? I thought that was like, I thought Z Flip series was at like 6 gigabytes. 8 gigabytes. Yeah, so the RAM on the Z Flip series is 8 gigabytes, while the RAM on the Z Fold series is 12, up to 16 virtual RAM. So this is going to have up to 12 gigabytes of RAM. So obviously it's one of those things where you get a higher storage model, you get more RAM. I mean, that's not bad. Like, I'm going to say overall wise, that's a W. But, okay. I'll be interested to see how this does. And again, like I said, yeah, there's two different models. There's a light model, and there's a high-end model. This is the high-end models. But the light model, I believe, this is all gone. This is not a display. The light model, I believe, is just, this is the outside display. It's just this area right here. There's no huge outside display on the light model. It's just a small little itty bitty display right here. Which, to be honest, I think if you're gonna save, let's say for example, $200-300, I'd probably rather get that option. I'm gonna get the most expensive option for the channel to a view, but if I'm being honest, I'd probably rather go with the smaller option because I don't really see the point of spending all out for the bigger option at this point. I mean, maybe I'm just crazy to say that, but I just don't see the point. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.